this up. Here we go. Hey, I hate to agree, but I'm not gonna use it as a slight to Black American artists. I just think it's a hip hop thing. I think hip hop has never really made the performance of the music more important than how the music affects people in itself. Like, for example, I could use a genre of dancehall. You could have the biggest songs in the country. If you can't perform them bitches, the crowd will literally look at you. You have to bring the energy, if you think about the greats like Elephant Man, great performer. If you think about, Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, and obviously, again, I don't want to make this like just diss every hip hop artist. I'm just saying he has a point a little bit, but I don't think it's every hip hop artist, because I think Travis Scott's a really good performer. I do believe that. I think Travis Scott brings energy. I think Cardi's a great performer. I think Kanye's an amazing performer. I think people who don't just some people think performing is only reciting the lyrics, and that's far from it. Performing your song is like a different level. I'll give you an example. And again, I'm not wholly agreeing with what Akon is saying. So I don't want everybody to be like, yo, look, this is some salute to my man Tariq Nasheed, like, this is some non-FBA shit. This is not what it is. But we do got to talk about performances. Let me tell you what I hate, and I really do hate this. I have paid. Well, actually, I don't pay for concerts anymore. But still, have you paid for a concert, or have you spent money to go see somebody, even if they're performing at a club? And when these motherfuckers take the mic up, number one, they got you doing half the singing. They sing 2 words. They go like this with the mic. You got to sing the rest. Okay, not saying that doesn't happen. But the worst part about it is that these artists don't even have proper instrumentals for performing. If I'm listening to Lil Baby performing, come and drop that pussy on me, right? I don't want to hear when he's not singing the words is still playing. Don't play the actual track, play the instrumental. Maybe have the ad-libs in. That's called a backing track. You get what I mean? And artists these days, they're lazy. They literally just tell, just pull my shit up off iTunes. You shouldn't use your regular song. You shouldn't use your regular song as your performance song. You should probably have some interlude. And also what I respect with, again, this isn't hip-hop versus African music or versus dancehall and reggae. What I would love, and by the way, salute to a lot of hip-hop artists who go on Jimmy Fallon and shit like that. Like even the guy y'all call a snitch, Gunna, when he went on Jimmy Fallon performing Bank It On Me, he had to perform over a band. Live instrumentation. It's live music. The performance is supposed to be live. Rather than have, great, we know Metro Boomin made the beat. But what about having the guy who's going to give a drum solo? Say you got somebody who did the flute. He's going to give a flute solo like shit. When I seen Kanye brought up Charlie Wilson, he was going crazy. What was the harmonica or whatever the case? Shit was ill. You feel what I'm saying? So those type of things I definitely respect when artists go above and beyond. But let's be frank. The majority of the times for a lot of artists, they grow up in the club scene. So they're getting bags in the clubs. So they go to, I don't know, whatever club in Atlanta that's popping, and the DJ dropped their record. They don't even drop the performance version. It just dropped the regular record and just put the music down. They'd be like, shout out my label, that's me. And then the rest of the time you're hearing the record. So they're not performing. It's not performance, if you ask me. Right? But I don't necessarily think it's a African or different cultures versus Black American situation. I just think those artists have to try to showcase their art and differentiate themselves way more than an artist in the U.S. Like an artist in the U.S., most of these guys aren't going on full tours. They don't need to. They go to the club, they pick up 50 bands. Why go on a tour? You know what I mean? I heard Dipset's on stage, all right?